Hey everybody, guess what? It's time for another Sunday school lesson. That is right. Today is Sunday. I hope that you all have enjoyed your weekend. Today we are on lesson number 4, and we're going to be talking about Matthew Cherry. Yes, Matthew Cherry. So I have some pictures for you guys today. You probably can't tell because it's a little bit blurry, but this is a Velocipede. This is what Matthew Cherry, one of the things that he is known for. And I also have a picture of him here. Quite handsome. Yes, Matthew Cherry, ladies and gentlemen. He was born February 5th, 1834. I do not know the whereabouts. I was unable to find that in my research, unfortunately. But we do know that he was born February 5th, 1834. Yes, the Velocipede. Here is his patent, his drawing that he made. And as you see, it is basically a metal frame for which 2 or 3 wheels can be attached to it. So this is the foundation for what we all came to know as the tricycle and the bicycles, right? Like I'm sure everybody has a favorite pastime of when, they learned how to ride the tricycle or the bicycle. And we have Mr. Matthew Cherry to thank for that. He received the patent for the Velocipede May 8th, 1888. And it also this was allowed modifications for the streetcar, right? So you'll see those in some downtown areas, in metropolitan cities, and that is what he did. That's what he's known for. Not only that, but during a time where there were collisions, occurring with the streetcars, he invented the streetcar fender, right? And so he created this to kind of absorb some of the shock from when the streetcars would collide. And he did this on January 1st, 1895. All right. And also, it has been modified and been applied to most transportation devices, right? So, I mean, it's a basic fender here. Um, what I want you guys to know is that there wasn't a whole lot of information. Again, and I find this, with the older that they were or the further back in time we go, there's not a lot of information about their birthplace, where they lived and things of that nature. So pretty much all we know is his name and the inventions for which he created. And so one side note that I have in regards to that is, I know that we have several inventors out there today. I know you guys are in your garages, in your kitchens, whatever, you're whipping up these inventions, right? And so, and it doesn't have to be inventions, you can be, coming up with cures, doing research, you can be an artist, business owner, whatever it is that you're doing, right? So what I want to know is who is writing your story? Who is writing your story? Because no one wrote their stories. No one wrote the stories of our historical figures. Nobody wrote the stories of our ancestors. And we can't look for anyone else to do that outside of us. So who is writing your story today? Please keep that in mind. Hey, I'm a comm major. Get with a major, a writer, somebody that can help you, write your story. Get a pen and paper and just start writing, things on a day-to-day basis, that you're discovering, or, accomplishments that you're making, things that you're achieving. That way, as time progresses and our great grandchildren are left here, we have left them a pastime of history and stories to read, to encourage them along their way. Um, though, behold, I believe it is, great to find out about Mr. Cherry, right? Who would have thought that a black man invented the bicycle and the tricycle? Like, no, who would have guessed that? And I think that is so awesome. It really is. And not only that, but he also made the fender to absorb shock from the collisions that were occurring. And it said that, modifications were made after that. So basically, what he created was the foundation for what we see on fenders of cars and other transportation devices. And I think that that is amazing. It is truly amazing. One more interesting fact that I want to share with you guys is that, and he's not our highlight person for today, but being that there wasn't a whole lot of information on Mr. Cherry, I chose to share this with you guys. There was a man by the name of Jerry M. Certain, and he made the parcel carrier for the bicycles, and he was a black man also. I have a little bit of a picture here for you guys. Let me fold it up really quickly. Right? So we have Mr. Matthew Cherry responsible for the bicycle, which was known as the Velocipede back then. And then Jerry M. Certain, who made the parcel for the bicycle, right? The parcel carrier. So how awesome is that? It makes you want to know or wonder, did these guys know each other? Were they friends? Did they spend time together? Like, hey, I'm going to come up with this bicycle. Oh, yeah, you know what? Let me make a carrier for that. We don't know that. Those are stories that we don't know. And again, I challenge you, who is writing your story? We definitely need to be writing our history today because so many things are unfolding, especially at this present point in time. And our great grandchildren, need to know, what great things it is that you and I are doing today. And so I leave you again with Matthew Cherry. I believe this is a portrait or a side profile of him. But yes, when you see somebody riding a bicycle, if you have a niece or a child that you're teaching to ride the tricycle, when you see fenders on the streetcars out here, just know that your predecessor, Matthew Cherry, was responsible for that invention. All right. Sorry it's so short, guys, but like I said, the further back we go, there's limited information, unfortunately. But I hope you all did um, enjoy today's Sunday school lesson. As always, I tell y'all to do your own research. Go back. Don't just take my word for it. In fact, it's even better when you read it for yourself. It's just that much more empowering when you go and do the research yourself and you find something. Maybe you might find something that I was unable to find. And so it's just that much more empowering for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Sunday school lesson today. Have a great week, and we'll see you again next Sunday. Peace.